Hi, my name is Adam Malmberg, and today I'd like to talk to you about computers, what the word means, and the history of computing. So grab a drink and snacks because we're about to start our journey. The origins of the word computer. The online etymology. Origins of the word computer. The online etymology dictionary has an original meaning saying one whose occupation is to make arithmetical calculations, and it comes from a French word compute, and it means to count, sum up, or reckon together. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, the first known use of the word computer was in a 1613 book called The Young Man's Gleanings by the English writer Richard Braithwaite, and it says, I have read the truest computer of times, and the best arithmetician that Euler has breathed. He has reduced thy days into a short number. The use of the word referred to a human computer, a person that performs calculations or computations. But the action of calculating, goes way back. The history of computation goes way back, 12,000 years back in fact, to one of the earliest devices that have ever been used for adding things up. This device is referred to as a tally stick, which is usually a plank of wood or bone with symbols to aid memory, usually using a one-to-one correspondence with fingers. Now let's fast forward 7,000 years to ancient China, where we find the abacus, or the earliest forms were referred to as a counting board. This is the first true calculator. A person trained in its use and skilled in math could use this to do calculations very fast, and it is still used to this day. This brings us to the mystery of the 2,000-year-old analog computer. We now find ourselves in Greece, and the year is 87 BC, where we find the earliest mechanical analog computer. Wait, did I just say 87 BC? The Antikythera mechanism is thought to be a hand-powered orrery device that is used to predict astronomical positions and eclipse decades in advance. Still far from your modern gaming computer, but still a computer in the technical sense of the very term and word. Devices as complex as this would not reappear for thousands of years. I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was probably aliens. The first analog computer. According to the early mechanical computers by Anthony Haw Charles, Babbage, an English engineer, originated the first concept of a programmable computer. He invented the first mechanical computer in the early 19th century called the differential engine. It was an automatic mechanical calculator designed to organize and chart polynomial functions. What is an analog computer? This type of machine is called an analog computer. They use electric and mechanical and/or hydraulic quantities to model the problem being solved. These analog computers dominated the scene for over 200 years till about the 1950s when the digital computer came onto the scene. Now this brings us to the digital computers. The first digital computers were electromechanical, so these had switches that drove mechanical relays to perform calculations. And according to the Encyclopedia Britannica, the first digital computer may have been developed by John V. Astaronoff, a physicist and mathematician at Iowa State College, as early as 1937, but it is generally believed that the first digital computers were Colossus, built in England in 1943, and ENIAC, built in the US in 1945. Finally, we're getting to the modern computer. The idea of what we today consider a modern computer was proposed by Alan Turing in 1939 in his paper on computable numbers. He proposed a simple device that he called a universal computing machine, but is now more known today as the universal Turing machine. Von Neumann acknowledged that the central concept of modern computers was due to his paper. The thing that makes a modern computer modern is the fact that it can store a program. The early computers, such as the analog and early digital kind, had fixed programs, meaning they could not do something they were not built to do. Once they had this capability, it changed what computers could do forever. With this major breakthrough, computers were never the same. Soon after, transistors and integrated circuits allowed computers to become smaller and more powerful. Today's cell phone has more computing power than all the computers that helped land man on the moon. The Apollo 11 mission, moon's mission guidance computer had a whopping speed of 1.024 megahertz, as compared to your cell phone that has about 3.1 gigahertz. That's 3,000 times more powerful. And that's in just 52 years, meaning in another 52 years, computers will be even more powerful than they are today. According to the online Britannica, Moore's law states the number of transistors on a microchip doubles every 2 years, though the cost of computers is halved. Moore's law states that we can expect the speed and capability of our computers to increase every couple of years, and we will pay less for them. This brings us to the computers of the future, where AI and quantum computers, these are all areas of mass debate and study. Should we try to create a new type of life form? Is there a possibility of an unexpected AI emergence through the creation of a quantum computer? Some think that they will destroy us, and some think it will be mankind's last invention. But evil machine overlords is a topic for a different conversation. You guys have a good day.